With all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to his running back Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Hey, let's go.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, get it.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. On 3rd down, here's Corey Dillon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Warner. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Warner. This is caught. It's Cooks. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, dude.
50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Here it comes.
Hey, Haywood.
Kermit. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 17, Tannehill. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch Mike.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Tannehill looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the set.
We got Mike 50, Check.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Here we go. Hey, lock it. 50, plant.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Warner. That's complete to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. To throw, Warner. And this is caught. It's Edelman. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Warner from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Go.
Don't get nervous.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. flat on his back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll run on first down. Dillon. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Vinatieri's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Corey Dillon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
50, plant. Yep. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. Go. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, Wahoo!
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 52's the mic.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. Now he'll escape to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Ready.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Dillon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Dillon. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll run now with Dillon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Warner will lead him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, my 7.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Hey, come on now.
5.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Tannehill. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with time running out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
You better be afraid of me.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Go, go. Yeah.
Tannehill now to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This will be taken short.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll run now with Peyton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35, and they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
Come on, fellas.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Dillon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Got it. 50, Mike 50. Hey, exit.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Record. Slam.
Cut. Spike.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken short.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
52 to the mic. Reverse.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
18 Gator.
Silver.
Hey, Wahoo!
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. 52.
Greystone, travel. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
You ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Snap.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Come on, set.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ty Long.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch the twist.
Now Corey Dillon, the 4-time Pro Bowler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, shoot.
From the gun on third down. Warner, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
We got this.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Hey,
52's the mark, boy. 52.
ready?
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Ready?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Tannehill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill flushed out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Tannehill. 20. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Amari. These guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They run again with Peyton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and now it's 3rd down. Warner to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Tannehill now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Corey Dillon, the running back, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, hit.
To throw again, Warner. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Warner from the gun. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check, check. Lucky. Watch twitch.
Hey, Sam off. Switch. Hey, Delta. Be Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Rudy Bates. Hey, box top.
You get me. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tannehill now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Watch your 6-3. 218, chop it. Hey, Haywood.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Tannehill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Johnson's got it complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Set. 60 or. Smooth.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Tannehill. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
To throw, Warner. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Warner. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Down. 8 Reed.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 96 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.